Heyo, TCB faithful, this is the final boosh.
And this is Madhouse.
And what are we doing?
Oh,
what are we doing?
Oh my God, man. It's hype though.
It is. It's super hype. Yeah, it's super hype.
Yeah. For nobodies.
For nobodies, and Tit McTitterson is the only reason why everybody even talks about this character. Look,
all right. So where do you want to tackle this?
Like you did with the Larfree video, just rip off the Band-Aid. I'm ripping off the Band-Aid. This pack is trash, man. How can you not think otherwise? You got 3 nobodies and a rando guest character that has nothing to do with Street Fighter. And you can talk how much shit you want about Tekken, at least Yujiro matches the theme of Tekken.
It's not only that. Yujiro not only matches the theme of Tekken, there is shit in Tekken that is tying back to Baki. Yeah, so it's like a weird full circle. Even the whole fighting your father family premise is very Baki.
We should start off with the obvious. I don't have anything against the new characters, right?
They're nobody.
They're new characters, and Street Fighter desperately needs new characters. But no, Street Fighter doesn't desperately need new characters. They need to stick to the new characters that they fucking put in the first place. Unless they got a pair of tits, they don't come back.
Nope.
And that's the problem. Or in Fang's case, if you just get trained, they turn you to a girl.
She's not that really. I like. What's her name? Aki.
You had a perfectly fine poison themed character.
No, both of them could have existed in the same game.
I'm not saying that.
I'm not sure why they didn't.
There's no reason why Fang shouldn't be a part of this
roster. He was a world tour.
The one thing Street Fighter is missing is fresh characters. They keep introducing characters, make them weirdos, and I'm fine with weirdos. But you got to double down. You got to put them in the next game.
It gotta be like 4 level, like Street Fighter. That's why I like Street Fighter 4. Street Fighter 4 wasn't afraid of the weirdos.
But I have nothing against new characters. It's all about perspective, right? It's like Drake and Water. Drake and Water is perfectly fine, life-sustaining water, right? Too much of a good thing is bad. Capcom knew damn well that 3 new characters was a bad idea. They could have easily did 2 newcomers, one new guy in Tifa, and nobody would complain. But they decided to choose the casuals over the not the competitive player, but the fans. Capcom has drew their line in the sand. They don't care about their legacy players. It's the same conversation we had with Guilty Gear Strive. Guilty Gear Strive drew their line. They knew people complained about the gameplay of Strive and doubled down, tripled down, quadrupled down, and only now decided to, oh no, now we gotta start taking it back because our game is old.
Yeah, so now we need to get the hardcores back.
Yeah, now we need to get our hardcores back. Why? Why is this a good thing? Why should this be celebrated?
Because listen, bro. I like Tifa.
I don't have any. I mean, she sucks, but whatever.
No, what I mean is like, in terms of being a long hair punch girl. You know I like me my long hair punch girls.
Okay, fine.
So it's like she's fine, but my problem is like it's so many other. Listen, I don't want
characters.
I don't want none of my characters in Street Fighter 6. Well, I'm so excited for Tifa. Wow, she's going to be a 50-50 drive rush throw loop character.
Man, that's super dope.
That's super dope.
She's going to be the new Mai because they're going to have to make her powerful.
Yeah.
So good luck when you all turn on her for being the best character in the game. But what I'm saying is, I don't mind Tifa being in the game if it wasn't so deliberate that she was meant to be the one to push the pack, right? That's the issue. That's my issue with it. It's so deliberate. It's so fuck the people.
Shallow.
Fuck the people who stuck with this game, because Street Fighter 6 roster is lopsided as shit.
It's not a good roster. It's probably this like viewers roster.
This game is lacking in legacy characters, and all the legacy characters are Street Fighter 2. So Capcom already still had this idea that fuck every new character unless you have a pair of tits or Mikado for some reason.
Well, Mikado didn't pop up anywhere.
That's my point. She's the only one that's weirdly isolated from all this. And that's fine because her game plan is essentially what Street Fighter 5 and 6 is.
But so it's just that back then it took effort in comparison to now.
Yeah, she'll be largely redundant. But
unless they make her drive rush like absolutely awful.
I'm just tired of the bias of Street Fighter 2 characters. But El Frente, Rufus, Hakan, fucking G. G should have came back. He was a fan favorite. Ed came back. I don't think anybody really liked Ed, but he still came back. Rashid was liked enough. He came back.
Rashid's dope in this game. I'll give him that. Rashid's really cool in Street Fighter 6.
The representation in Street Fighter 6 roster is despicable. A third of the roster.
On top of that, Rashid was supposed to be a base character.
Yeah. Oh, he was DLC, wasn't he?
Yep.
A third of the roster are Street Fighter 2 characters. But what about the Street Fighter 4 people? What about the Street Fighter 5 people?
Oh, we got Viper. We got Viper and Jury.
Mind you, off the top of my head, the only Jury doesn't even count at this point. Jury is a marketing character and nothing more. There's no alpha characters in this game other than Ingrid, and that's kinda sorta. She was introduced in Capcom Fighting Gym, right?
I believe so.
So I might be wrong. She might be Alpha 3 Max.
She might be Alpha 3 or Fighting Jam. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember which one came first, but she's the only alpha representation. In the game where the majority of the story takes place in Metro City, we don't have any Final Fight characters.
Nope.
We don't have the mayor, Cody. We don't have any Final Fight representation. It's a terrible roster.
You could have easily brought Birdie back.
It's a terrible roster. So let's say this. People keep saying, oh, well, this is similar to Street Fighter V Season 2.
No.
We had Akuma, Colleen, Zeku, Manat, and Abigail. Right?
No, it was not.
No.
Maybe not Abigail, but
Abigail.
I don't
It was
remember.
definitely Abigail.
The thing is, it was better. It was a fuck ton
and
better.
it's better because everybody in that list was a prominent background character, or at least a relevant background character for that specific narrative. Colleen is Gil's, the main antagonist, right-hand man or woman since Street Fighter 3. Abigail is a prominent background enemy type in Final Fight.
I think he had a boss fight in some games.
Yeah,
too.
I forget, but he's a prominent enemy type in Final Fight. And I get a lot of people hating on Abigail, but if you hate Abigail, then you probably hate Birdie too.
Because they both exist for the same reason.
Unless Birdie was a Street Fighter 1 character, but you know.
What I mean is he was of lesser stature than other characters.
Zeku is the main teacher of both Guy and Ibuki. Manat at least showed up in the story mode of Street Fighter 5 story modes. So they kind of played her up a little bit. Who else am I missing? It doesn't matter. All these characters at least were relevant to the Street Fighter universe. And then they had the common fucking courtesy to give you a fan favorite in Akuma first.
Five roster is so underrated.
Before dumping these new characters on you, okay guys, we get it. It's a bunch of new guys. They're not new guys in the sense of Street Fighter lore, but they're new guys to the fighting game. So we're going to give you one of the most popular characters first in the form of Akuma. Absolute common sense. And this is why this is why the people who truly understood didn't complain. This guest character shit is a blight on fighting games.
And I'm not talking about Terry and Mai.
No, because they should have picked Mai or Terry, not both.
Well, if City of the Wolves is going for both, I would say 2 for 2.
I mean, sure. I'm not saying I disagree with the planning of doing it. They got 2. That's fine. That's fine. That's fair. Go ahead.
Do you got situations like we already spoke on Yujiro?
Yeah.
So then we got shit like Kenshiro.
Yeah, but okay. Here's the way I feel. Right. This current season of City of the Woods. This current season at least gave you Mary. At least gave you Krauser.
Yep.
At least gave you who else? Mr. Karate. And they're all a month away from one another. So they picked the dumb character, to kind of spice things up. And I'm completely fine with dumb characters. Tifa is a dumb character, but
she's a dumb character for shallow reasons.
Yeah, she's the dumb character for shallow reasons. If we had the rest of the 4 kings and then Tifa, nobody would be complaining. If we had any legacy characters, if we had Sakura,
even Hakan,
Sakura, Karen.
I would love for Hakan to come back.
If we had Guy in the game and then Tifa, nobody would complain. Once again, I have nothing against the new characters, but essentially they are not Street Fighter characters. Yes, you can say yes, they're on World Tour. They have yet to prove they don't have a background. They don't have a lore. They may have
Bosch might. Is his name Bosch?
Bosch might. But when I'm saying
Bosch is like a prominent. I think he dies.
Yeah, Bosch is a prominent.
He's like a prominent World Tour
character. That's fine, right? And even if it was just him representing.
And where's Chun Li's daughter at?
Yeah, where is
Kung Lee? What the fucking name is?
Yeah, Lee or whatever. Pai Lee, whatever.
Something
her name is. They introduced her when the game was announced, and we never see her since. So I just don't get what they're doing. All I know is they put out a roster, a character roster.
She could have been a new Sheen. That would have been dope.
They put out a character roster of nobodies, and then it's so obvious that Tifa is there to sell the pack. But
she's the hit card.
As far as I'm concerned, nobody gave a fuck about Tifa being in the fighting game until Max said something.
Well, so we got to get into Max.
No, we don't have to. It's just
because every time I hear about Max, I hear about where we came from and how he built himself up, and I'm happy for him, but it breaks my heart with Max.
It's just
Max used to have so much voice.
Like Street Fighter 6 is a blight, man. It's not like they couldn't have thought of characters. You barely change your game.
Sister Beta, bro.
So you had plenty of time to think about what characters you would have came in. And then if you would have had 3 seasons and then sprinkled these new characters one per pack,
yeah,
fine. Nobody would say anything. That's the problem. It's so deliberate. It's so fuck you legacy players, fuck you legacy fans. Eat our new characters in a mode that you have nothing to do with. And here's a random guest character just for the sure sense of money.
And gooners. Mind you, I'm not a gooner, but I like Tifa.
And
I'm not saying everybody who like Tifa is a gooner. That's not fair.
No. I'm not saying you have to like our answer, right? That's fine.
But it's the truth.
It's
our truth.
And I think severely, all this fucking sword swallowing and bootlicking truth is in short supply. I'm sorry that we don't have a soy face to apply to Tifa. No, it's a problem.
I'm sorry they want to have 1 million subscribers or a bunch of people to be like, oh, you got to believe what I say.
I value honesty over hype. I can stay at whatever sub count we are forever. Just because I don't play Street Fighter 6 doesn't mean I don't have anything to say about Street Fighter 6.
Yeah, but we know how Street Fighter 6 worked.
So, I mean...
Hell, we don't play Street Fighter 6 and we're better at Street Fighter 6 than the majority of people that play Street Fighter 6.
So, I just feel as though what is needed is at least raw honesty. It doesn't have to be honesty you agree with, but at least you're getting a true answer out of us. That's all I got to say.
See you.
Goodbye.
Team Crossbody. Alright.